Hey everyone and welcome. Today, we are diving into the biggest, loudest, and let's be honest, the most exciting family of instruments out there, the percussion family. These are the instruments that give your favorite songs that pulse, that power, that beat you can't help but move to. So, let's get started.
Oh yeah, it is all about making noise today. We're going to meet all the instruments that you hit, you shake, and you scrape to make some really amazing sounds and rhythms. So, what exactly makes them all part of the same family? Let's find out. Okay, so first things first. What do a huge drum, a wooden xylophone, and a pair of shakers have in common? I mean, what makes them all part of the same musical family? Well, turns out there's one big rule they all have to follow. And there you have it. It's actually that simple. If you have to hit it, shake it, or scrape it to get a sound out of it, then congratulations, you're holding a percussion instrument. It's all about the action. So remember, it's not about what it's made of, it's about how you play it. And check this out. Here are the 4 main ways to do it. You can hit something, like a drum. You can hit 2 parts together, like cymbals. You can shake an instrument, like some maracas. Or you can even scrape one, kind of like the güiro you see here, to get a really cool, unique sound. So many ways to make a beat. All right, let's kick things off with the loudest members of the family, shall we? It's time to meet the instruments that are famous for those big, booming sounds. We're talking about the drums. You have definitely seen this superstar before. The drum set is like the heart of rock and pop music. It's basically a command center for rhythm, with the sharp snap of the snare drum, the deep thump of the bass drum you feel in your chest, and that shimmering crash of the cymbals, all played by just one person. And yeah, when you put all of those sounds together, you get just an awesome driving beat. The drums really lay down the foundation that the rest of the band gets to build on. They're the ones telling everyone how fast or how slow to play. But drums are not just for rock bands. This right here is a djembe. It's a type of drum from West Africa, and it has such a deep, long history. By hitting the drum head in different spots with just your hands, you can make a whole range of sounds, from a really deep bass to a high, sharp slap. It's got a really powerful voice. But the percussion family isn't just about the big booms. Our next stop on this tour introduces us to instruments that clang and chime and shake. They create all sorts of different musical colors. Okay, now this is a xylophone. And unlike a drum, which plays one main sound, the xylophone is what we call a pitched percussion instrument. What that means is when you hit the different wooden bars with a mallet, each one plays a specific musical note. So you can play actual melodies on it, and it sounds so beautiful and relaxing. And this slide really breaks it down for us. This is a key difference in the percussion family. You have an unpitched instrument like the African drum, which is all about creating rhythm and beats. Then you have a pitched instrument like the xylophone, which is all about playing different musical notes to make a melody. Both are percussion for sure, but they have totally different jobs in the music. All right, time to shake things up a little bit. These are maracas. They originally came from places like Venezuela and Colombia, and they're absolutely essential for that classic sound of Latin music. You shake them, usually one in each hand, to get that rhythmic, sizzling sound. And here's another one you can shake and hit, the tambourine. With its little metal jingles, adds this bright, shimmering sound to the music. You can shake it for a constant jingle, or you can tap the head to make these really sharp, rhythmic sounds.
And now for an instrument that looks, well, exactly like its name, the triangle. But don't let that simple shape fool you. When you play it right, it makes this super high, clear, ringing sound that can cut through the noise of an entire orchestra. It's pretty powerful.
Now this is a really cool little tip and maybe a hint for your quiz. To play the triangle, you can't just grab the whole thing. As you can see, you hold it by its string with just 1 or 2 fingers. That lets the whole instrument vibrate freely when you tap it, which is what creates that beautiful, long, ringing sound. Okay, our world tour of percussion is just about over. And that means it's time for a lightning-fast recap to make sure you have all the key facts totally locked in for your quiz. So think of this next slide as your ultimate cheat sheet. All right, let's do this. The drum set, star of rock music. The African drum comes from African tribes. The xylophone, you hit the plates to play notes. The maracas, you shake them for a Latin beat. The tambourine, you can shake it or tap it. And the triangle, named for its shape. Got all that? Awesome! So, I'll leave you with this one last challenge. The next time you put on your favorite song, I want you to listen really, really closely.
Can you actually pick out the percussion? Can you hear the cymbals, the snare drum, maybe even a tambourine hiding in there? Now that you know the whole family, see how many members you can find.